Okay, so this is the first time I'm giving you feedback, yeah? It's on your animatic. Talk to me about the story first. Your plot, Simran? What's your plot?
It's about, like, we've changed the gender types, basically, of a teenage boy and girl who go to the same school. So the girl is basically a tomboy and she's really, like, careless with her presentation and everything. And then the boy takes a lot of pride in the way he looks and really makes an effort with himself. We've kind of tried to portray that through their bedrooms, which is like our introduction, by showing his bedroom to be all neat, tidy and perfect, and then her bedroom's a complete mess. And then the two characters that hate each other at school.
What type of film is it?
Rom-com.
Okay, romantic comedy about that. So, alright, let's see what we've got here. Okay, just immediately, my initial feedback is you're putting a credit on the windowsill?
Yeah,
is that going to be embedded in there or part of the windowsill?
We wanted it to be when it comes up to like move.
So it moves along the windowsill?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's good that you're integrating the titles into your animatic. If I'm having this kind of aerial shot of the desk, and you're talking about establishing the characters being immaculate or being bad, you need to do that with your close-ups. Close-up shots are used to show detail, right? So after you have this long shot, go into some of the items that are on the desk. So this is the girl's desk. So you're immediately doing opposites, yeah? So now, as someone that's watching this, I would expect to see some of these things in detail. All right, so we've got kind of the two beds. Is that split screen?
Yeah.
Good. I like that idea. I like the idea of the split screen coming up and then them moving. I think that's really good. And using that again, split screens, maybe a close-up shot of their eyes kind of moving, or
Well,
even
they're still asleep at this point.
or even the details that are on the desk on the split screen, right? The computer. Okay, but we still need to have, I think, close-ups to establish that. But the split screen is going to help develop the togetherness with them. Okay, and that's going to give you a little bit of creativity in your editing, which is good. Okay, so we're going to have some camera movement with her zoom. So these, because you're going to have the movement, I wouldn't do split screen on the faces then. If you get zooming out at the same time. Yeah. That might be a nice pan shot, walking over or walking into kind of this spill, whatever this is.
That's the rug.
Sorry, a rug. Walking onto the rug. Does that say zoom up from feet? I like how you're putting in a lot of the camera movement. I think that's really good. Okay? Just make sure you're holding the shot steady when you're doing it, okay? And if you need to do it 2 or 3 times, make sure you do that. And then once again, my immediate feedback is more close-ups of things. You're missing probably 10 close-ups for each person right at the beginning. And that might help to develop. Once again, it's what Simran said, is you want to develop these characters, don't you? And you need to do that. So to develop the characters, we want to do this. Okay?
Okay.
And if it's a rom-com, you need to do that with some level of comedy in there, which is difficult to create. Okay? Okay. So now we're in the school?
No, that's supposed to be the stairs. There's the hallway.
In the house?
The stairs,
Okay,
yeah.
good. I would make it that's good. I would make it one location. And the 2 locations that are parallel edited. Right? And they go face to face. And then maybe this is where the ending is going to be. I don't know how long it's been so far. Let's see how far it goes. We need more close-ups still. Tons more close-ups. If they're walking past each other and you want to establish that they are connected with each other in your plot, you need to do that. You've done it once through your long shot. Now we need to come more in close to them. Okay? And once again, focusing on areas of their appearance that show that they're being like, one's messy, so the shirt being untucked. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah? Is that someone looking at her outside the window?
We were going to do a shot of her walking to school through,
The window.
like, the inside of someone else's house, if you know what I
Okay.
mean.
Who would be the person looking at her?
But it's not like a point of view shot. It's just
Okay. Why is that-
different perspective.
Why is that important
What do you mean?
to have that different perspective?
Because otherwise it would be boring if it was just.
Okay.
I don't know. Like we wanted to make it like lots of different angles, because otherwise them just walking to school would be a bit
Okay.
boring.
Because when I look at that, it reminds me of that.
We have sun up here, like it's raining.
So if you made an argument, well, this shot is kind of like a motif. You know what a motif is?
Not really.
In motif, it's a reoccurring event or theme or item.
Oh,
So the reoccurring thing is a shot. And it might be nice to have this in the middle, then that shot through the window, and then a shot at the end that kind of comes together that's like this. We've already done this. Let's go to exit full screen. Go to exit full screen. Where was I? Have I seen that?
Yeah.
So they come in together again. This is in the school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go in the school. That's the first minute, right? So you got a minute storyboard. So quite short. What I would say, strength-wise, there's a narrative there that flows, and you've got some of these motifs that are holding together. Motifs are used structurally to hold things together. They're like a chorus in a song. Okay? Come back to them. Focus on how you want to portray these characters, and do that through close-ups. So one good way to do that, okay, this might be your last shot if you want to go in the school, but if you keep it in one location, or two locations, in the house and outside the house, it's going to cut down on the filming, okay, and it's going to be more tight. Does that make sense? So what I would like you to do is go back to this desk, and I could, and then kind of take this shot, okay, take this shot, and kind of mind map. So if I do, for example, what's this tool? Here it is. Copy frame. Let's go now into programs.
The music in the background. The music will have it in the background.
Control V, maybe? Let's see what happens. There it is. Okay, so there's your girl's desk. I've just copied that frame to a PowerPoint. Now, what you could do is take this right here, and my advice is the best way to do this is kind of just go to Insert, Shape, put a little box, right? Yeah, wait, I'm trying to do something here. Simran, hold on to...
Sorry.
It's alright. I don't want it to, I want it to be clear. How is it clear? There we go. But I don't want it to be clear. Oh, this is ridiculous. No. It's not doing it. Anyway. Yeah. Smarter than me, aren't you, Simran? Okay, but I would do like a little box that goes around kind of the areas that you would want to have another shot in. So one would be right around this lamp top. Another one you could do is like a pan shot, right? That goes over all the messy items. The pencil tip. Okay? See if you can get 6 more shots based upon what's in here.
So you want us to zoom in the thing?
6 more close-ups. Yeah? For each of the rooms at least, and then do it in the bathrooms as well. And then think about how else you could also have more split screens.
Do we have to add that to the animatic, or just do a
No,
PowerPoint?
do the animatic initially, finish that, and then put this as feedback, and then develop upon it.
Would you really suggest us involving more split screens, because we were worried that we're going to be showing like twice as much as we can do, and then it's just going to take up. It's not going to take up enough time. Like we're worried about not.
I think with all your close-ups, you'll be able to do that. And then this last scene, if you really want to film this, go into the close-ups here. When they initially cross in the street, more close-ups. there again. Whenever they come together, create that kind of, not intimacy because they're not together, but that intimacy worth of shots. Do you know what I'm saying? So you want us to focus on that, so let's make that the focus where we have most of the shots. Okay? Does that make sense?